Okay, so it seems like we have a little bit of an update in regards to Nijisanji and a return to Nijisanji being Petra. Now, if you don't know, Petra has been away on hiatus for a little bit, and it seems like she is returning, especially around, her birthday, which I think is actually pretty interesting. And yeah, many people are very excited to see her back. And yeah, it becomes a very interesting topic to talk about, though, because obviously recently there's been a lot going on in terms of Rosemi Lovelock. And if you don't know, Petra is a part of Obsydia. She obviously debuted as Obsydia with the members of Obsydia being Rosemi Lovelock, who is obviously no longer with Nijisanji, and then also Selene, who is Doki Bird, and obviously we know what happened with that, right? So again, she is the last member of Obsydia left, and yeah, it seems like she is coming back, and lots of people have some mixed reactions to it, obviously, because I think a lot of people were very torn due to the fact that they love Petra, but they, dislike Nijisanji, which again, I can understand would be very, very hard for a lot of people that, maybe wants to kind of still continue to support her, but also don't really want to support Nijisanji at the same time. And yeah, as you can see, her last stream was a hand cam with Rosemi. I'm pretty sure, Rosemi is on the stream. And yeah, you can see here it's scheduled for the 29th of November, which is my birthday, actually. So again, we share the same birthday. Oh, that's actually pretty insane. But anyways, she's going to be debuting on the 29th of November, which I think is very, very cool. And yeah, people have been kind of reacting to it as well. As you can see here, it says Petra Gurin, birthday, goods and voice 2025, celebrate her birthday, sale starts on December 3rd. Oh, is it not her birthday on the, okay, maybe it's not the 29th, but again, as you can see, the sale starts on the 3rd of December, but again, people were very excited, and yeah, people have been saying stuff like, bro, as you can see, the last time she streamed was over a year ago, and this tweet I thought was quite funny because they were like, why are we celebrating her birthday if she's not even streaming, if she's like on hiatus and stuff? And then literally like not too long later they put unless, and they were like, what the hell? So again, it seems like they somehow summoned her and was like, yeah, again, I think it was all planned out, obviously, due to the fact that they were selling some birthday celebration stuff. And again, it is great to see that is going on. But yeah, people have been talking about it over on Kurosanji as well, saying Petra is back. You can see the debut stream. Someone saying, this wasn't on my 2025 bingo card. Said, I'm sad. I really liked her streams, but I can't make myself support Nijisanji. And obviously they say the last Obsidian returns. And I think that's obviously, yeah, the main kind of, comments that have been made towards this. Now, it seems like Petra, obviously, if you don't know, as I said, she's been on hiatus for at least a year, over a year now. Essentially, they went on hiatus to kind of pursue some like study kind of stuff, and they did say that they would be back in early 2025, I'm pretty sure, and we are in late 2025, so I think a lot of people thought that maybe she was just gone and that maybe she, wasn't really coming back or whatever. But again, it seems like there is going to be something going on there. Now, obviously, it seems like this is a full return back to kind of streaming and stuff. I hope it is, at least, because again, I think she is a great streamer, and as she says here in the corner, it says I'm back debut, so maybe we're gonna see a new model. I'm not sure. Obviously they're using the same model from last time there, so again, maybe we're gonna see some new stuff, maybe we're not, maybe it's just gonna be a just like normal back to streaming. I'm not too sure, but obviously I think Nijisanji is going to be very different now that she is back as well, with the fact that, so many of these people have now left that she used to interact with, including obviously Rosemi. Also, you got Reimu Endo here, who's also left. Again, it's going to be pretty interesting to see who she interacts with in the space. Obviously, she interacts with a lot more other people, but again, obviously, some people will be questioning exactly what is going to be going on over on those streams, which I think is going to be a definitely interesting thing to keep an eye on. And yeah, as I said, they are the last member of Obsydia still going, and it is pretty crazy. I can't even imagine how it feels like to have both of your kind of fellow genmates there just like gone, and you are the last one standing, and you're coming back from a hiatus as well, right? Because obviously I'm pretty sure Rosemi left during the hiatus. I can't remember what the time frame was on Selene, but obviously Rosemi left only a couple of months ago, right? And so yeah, she just has essentially came back to nothing, which is pretty insane. So yeah, as I said, we'll have to see what kind of dynamic comes from that as well. But as you can see here on the actual Niji store, they've got a couple of sets going on. Again, I think they're pretty standard things. They're nothing anything like too I guess out there. As you can see, yeah, they've got a ton of other stuff on here too. But yeah, essentially you got some like standees, some panels, some keychains, some like wallpapers. Again, it's pretty much all the same stuff. I'm not sure if this is new art or not, or if they've just reused some art, but I think, yeah, it is obviously a new kind of merch drop. They say she's making me hungry with some cake. They said Petra, she's so cute. Everyone's yeah, essentially saying happy birthday and saying that she's cute, which again is great to see. And then obviously there's been some reactions as well over on Twitter. Obviously she has been pretty active on Twitter, like in the background, just kind of like reposting stuff, including like Millie Parfait's stuff and things like that. Obviously said, I just got rickrolled by Doppio through text, which again, obviously, you know, she has been active on Twitter, just not so much on stream. This is more of like a stream return. And obviously it said birthday merch, and then soon after the birthday merch, literally 9 hours later, I think also people were confused by this too as well, by the way, because obviously they saw like birthday merch, like why would they do that if she was on hiatus? And then as you can see here, then shortly after, she put out the new debut from Nijisanji EN. JK, it's just me, I'm back. I said, oh, you don't know who I am? That's okay, we can rewind time and go back to day one. So it seems like the kind of approach that she's taking to this is like kind of starting from anew, right? Obviously, you know, everybody knows who she is. Everybody knows her model. She's still using the same model, the same name, everything like that. Still going back to, you know, exactly what she's doing, but essentially including a lot of maybe the new Nijisanji fans or the new fans of her that might be, you know, unaware of her past or whatever, obviously, as she's been away for a long time. So I guess she's trying to kind of cater a little bit more to the new fans who maybe don't know as much about her, don't really know much about, you know, her past and Nijisanji and things. And I think, obviously, yeah, that is a great way to kind of, I guess, start it off. Because, as I said, you can have people who obviously, yes, have been waiting over a year for her. But as I said, a lot of people have left, a lot of people have joined in terms of watching Nijisanji and just VTubers in general. So, you know, maybe someone will be interested in maybe picking up Petra now that she is back and things. So again, I think that is really good that she's kind of going for the it's okay, we can rewind time, because as I said, over a year is a very long time to be kind of out. And yeah, obviously if you had like a month or, you know, so hiatus, sure, I don't think that would really make much of a difference, and you wouldn't really need to do any of this kind of like let's rewind the time type thing. But as I said, it's been over a year, so it kind of does kind of call for that. He was like, oh my god, it's time. Wake up, babes. Petra is back. Said, who's babe? Is there something you're not telling me? I said, yes. Welcome back, Petra. Happy. So again, a lot of people have been very happy that she is back. And I think the general consensus of her is that, you know, people were pretty, you know, happy with her. But again, obviously some people, as I said, torn between, you know, supporting her, but also they don't really want to support Nijisanji, which sucks. Because as I said, she is still with Nijisanji, still streaming under, you know, the Nijisanji name. Obviously a lot of, you know, other members as well, like Millie Parfait and also Doppio, saying welcome back. It's Akari, you know, all of them essentially, yeah, welcoming her back, and yeah, being very, very kind of, yeah, supportive and everything like that, which again is great to see. And hopefully we will see, you know, some kind of new stuff coming from her. And yeah, we'll just essentially follow what she's doing on this debut and return for Nijisanji. But yeah, that's about all I got for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Also, go to GameSubs, use my code Kaza, get 10% off. Again, they've got a ton of really cool stuff over there. Definitely recommend checking it out. They've also got 20% off right now. If you guys go over to GameSubs, is on, sorry, not right now, but tomorrow on Black Friday, obviously, that you'll get 20% off using the same code. So it will use it, but this time it'll be 20% off instead of 10% off, which again, you can get yourself a ton of cool stuff. There's a ton of VTuber collabs and things over on there, which you guys would really, really like. So yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.